Growing sprouts indoors is a fast and easy way to produce healthy food all year round. So what I have set up here are two 32-ounce glass jars filled with filtered water, and we're going to start with a sandwich blend consisting of organic clover and radish seeds. And the package says 2 tablespoons per container. And then I'm also going to sprout black lentils. And it was a similar amount, 2 tablespoons into our filtered water. And I ordered all of my supplies online at True Leaf Market. That includes my seeds and sprouting lids. The 32-ounce ball jars I ordered on Amazon, and I'll include a link to all of my supplies in the description. So I'm just going to note the time that I started this seed soak. Unlike a lot of seeds, these don't actually need to soak overnight. They really only need 4 to 6 hours, and then you can go ahead and rinse them and set them up for sprouting. All right, let's take a closer look at our soaking seeds. So you can tell they're super clean. The water's nice and clear. I like to just give them a quick shake to make sure the seeds sink while they're soaking for their 4 to 6 hours. All right, time's up. Let's rinse our seeds. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour out the cloudy water. And I have filtered water on hand ready to go. All right, so it looks like we got all of our water out of the containers. Let's just inspect our seeds real quick and see how they did. You should be able to see some swelling of the individual seeds. All right, so this is our sandwich blend. I'm just gonna put more water in there to make sure we get a good rinse. We don't want a bacterial film to still be in the jar while we leave these to sprout overnight. The larger seeds are the radish. Even though they're different sizes, clover and radish have the same germination time, and that's good to keep in mind in case you want to make your own blend in the future. All right, same thing with our lentils. We're gonna give it a fresh water rinse. And if you wanted to go ahead and cook your lentils, this would be the time. They're ready to go. Or if you wanted a really crunchy salad edition, I like to go ahead and give them another day because I like to soften it just a little bit, and you'll start to see a root emerge. But lentils are full of nutrition and are very nutty and tasty. And that's it for maintenance. Each sprouting container gets placed in a glass bowl at an angle so air can circulate. All right, day 2 in the morning. Let's have a look at our seeds. As you can tell, the lentils are really fast. They already have a decent root growing out of them. And our sandwich mix is definitely swelling and starting to grow. All right, and just tapping them on the top to kind of get the seeds off the lid. And let's have a look. And they're growing really fast. Same routine as yesterday. We're just going to rinse with a lot of water, pour it out, and set them back up to sprout for another day. So we have our fresh water in here. I'm just swirling them around gently. We do have our little roots sticking out, so I like to be gentle on the second day so we don't break our roots and keep our sprouts healthy. Let's have a look. And the water's coming out nice and clean. And our sandwich mix. I see some roots in there. So we're gonna do the same thing, tap it on the top, pour fresh filtered water in there, swirl and rinse. And set them up for another night of sprouting. Now our clover seeds are high in antioxidants and other nutrients, and they have a nice light, crisp, and fresh flavor. Combined with our radish seeds, which are the larger seeds in there, they're great for digestion as well as full of nutrients on their own, and they add a nice, pleasant spiciness to your salad mix. So I'll use these on sandwiches as well as salads, sometimes just on the side. They're surprisingly filling. And the same, since we have little roots, I'm going to be a little bit more gentle and just pour the water out a little slower. All right, now they're ready to go. Day 3, and these look ready. 72 hours. Should be ready. Let's have a close look. Oh yeah, lots of roots. I like to use my lentils raw. So this is perfect. So I'm just gonna give them a good rinse with fresh filtered water. And I'm still gonna use the lid to strain it and give it a gentle wash before storing the sprouts. Just let it dry. Harder particles. All right, so I'm gonna use a glass container with a paper towel for the first few hours to gently dry my sprouts. I don't want to smush them down to try and dry them because I want to kill them by breaking off all the roots. And this will work. And I'll throw them in the fridge, and that will stop the growth process while keeping them fresh and crunchy. And now for the sandwich blend. There's a lot of roots in there, so let's take a closer look. And they're pretty close to being done. For these type of sprouts, I like to let the green end start to sprout as well for a little extra crunch and flavor. So I'm going to perform the same maintenance ritual. Just go ahead and rinse them, shake them a little, and then gently pour out the water, and then one more day, and I think they'll be ready to go. As you can tell, this maintenance routine is super easy. I'm doing this early in the morning. You can tell my robe on still. It's like the easiest crop to grow at home. There we go. That's what I like to see. So you can see we have roots as well as the first leaves starting to come up. And this is the stage at which I like to harvest my sprouts. And you can see the volume has increased quite a bit. The whole 32-ounce jar is almost full. And these sprouts, like I mentioned before, are pretty surprisingly filling, so they will last a couple of days. In our house, they're pretty tasty, so we're going to eat them pretty fast. So just like the lentils, I pour out all the water and then I'm going to give an extra rinse and spread them out to make sure we get them good and clean so they stay fresh in the fridge. Now these are pretty thick and I'm actually more worried about them drying out in the fridge. So I'm not going to put a paper towel in there. I'm just going to put them right in our glass container, throw a lid on there, and throw them in the fridge.
Got some empty holes here at the bottom. Away it goes.
Very nice.
Fast food. Guys doing? They're so nosy.